I feel great, man. You don't set NBA records being frustrated, so I'm not going to go over here and dwell on missing a couple shots, missing a game-tying shot this early in the season. I'm just going to keep shooting, and they'll fall at a high clip. I guarantee that.
What's up, everyone? Today's video is going to be on dating in 2019. It's hard to imagine that 9 years ago, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, and social media in general was in its infancy and we barely used it, but it's hard to imagine not having it in 2019. Before we continue, let's first get the official dictionary definition of what dating actually is. So, dating is a stage of romantic relationships in humans whereby two people meet socially with the aim of assessing the other's suitability as a partner in an intimate relationship or marriage. Okay, the first thing most people notice about one another is their looks. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's not try to lie to each other. Anyone who says any differently is a liar. If you're looking for a serious relationship, personality will definitely be the more important aspect that you look at. But that first initial meeting between people is almost entirely about looks. You can try, lie, and deny it. When you see someone, the first thing that comes into your head is, oh wow, he's handsome, or wow, she's pretty. It's just the way it is. Think of how people in the 80s and 90s used to date and compare it to now. Back then, it could take months of courting and wooing someone, and almost all dates were either from friends, colleagues, or family members introducing people, or blind dates. However, with the invention of social media, it is difficult to imagine anyone going on a blind date again, and to be honest, why would you need to? We have so much information on our fingertips, and pretty much everyone is a click away. And I'm pretty sure most people, before going on dates nowadays, have definitely Googled each other at least once. A study in 2017 shows that there's a growing trend of people who are more comfortable dating behind a screen rather than in person, and with the growing amount of apps at our disposal, I reckon this trend is just going to continue. This can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. One, you save each other's time by not going on dates with people you aren't attracted to, and then eliminates the fear of rejection most people struggle with. However, this does take away the randomness of putting yourself out there and seeing if the sparks fly, and getting that natural connection only a face-to-face meeting can do. Pictures can be very deceiving. I'm sure we have all seen the filters on Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, pretty much social media in general, and people can be looking entirely different to what they actually look like in real life. I guess a compromise for this would be to at least have a video call with the prospect to see if there's possibly anything there minus the filters. Technology has made our world fast-paced, and people want to spend as little time as possible looking for someone. They want dating to work around their lives in a time-efficient way. I need to be able to swipe left or right on Tinder or other dating apps from the comfort of my bed and decide within minutes who I shall be going on a date with in the near future. Every time we get a notification on our social media, we get a little buzz of excitement. Studies have shown that the randomness of the notification causes a little spike of dopamine, which is basically our brain's feel-good drug to be released. This has gotten to the point people don't even upload pics they like anymore, but pics that will get the most likes and buzz. I know people that upload pics, wait a day or two, see their like count. If it's too low, they delete the pic. If not, they keep it. We live in an era where other people's validation seems to mean more to us than our very own. And it is impossible to talk about dating in 2019 without mentioning side chicks. Side dudes do exist too, but they are nowhere near as popular as their female counterparts. Side chicks have been there for a long time, way before social media, but they've become more popular and borderline accepted due to technology, society, and social media. It is almost accepted that men have at least one side chick to satisfy their needs when their main chick is unavailable or acting out. It's gotten to the point that it's more shocking to hear of a man without a side chick than one who does, which is quite sad. So who's most likely to be a side chick? The women around your girl. I've lost count with the amount of times I've seen girls who encourage a girl to break up with a guy only to end up dating him a few weeks later. The worst ones are the friends, in quotes, who know all the details of your relationship and use it to get to your man. I'm sure you can think of one situation right now where a friend of someone ends up sleeping with their man or even ends up dating them because they had all the tools to plot on the dick beforehand. This is why I think it's best not to reveal everything in a relationship to your friends, because sadly not everyone is your friend for the right reasons. The unofficial SideChick Day is the day after Valentine's Day, and the culture has grown so much we even have reality TV shows following the lives of side chicks who are proud to be one. If you check Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you'll find women who say they would rather be the side chick to a loyal guy than the main chick of a cheater. Yeah, say that aloud again. Still doesn't make sense. Oh wow. So what is the point of dating? The answer to this differs for everyone, so there can never be an exact definition of what it should be. So I'll just say what dating means to me. A girlfriend should be a potential wife. Relationships are investments, not hobbies, and I wouldn't date aimlessly with no purpose or goal to strive for. Obviously, when I was a kid who was just hitting puberty and everything that brings, it's unlikely I was thinking of marriage and I was just living in the moment, which is fine. I'm a kid. You know, kids do dumb shit. But you need to date and experiment so you learn who you are as a person when you're young, so that you know what you're looking for in a potential partner. You like tall guys? You like outgoing girls? You like someone who's into sports? All these questions should get answered in your youth so that as you grow older and start entering adulthood, you don't waste people's time in the future. People do change, so it is likely something you didn't consider appealing in your youth is now a major turn on as an adult. And that's fine, as long as the core principles and values you stand for aren't easily swayed. For example, if you wouldn't date someone who smokes as it goes against your stance on cigarettes and lung cancer, for example, no matter how amazing someone is, their beauty shouldn't make you compromise your belief in this unless something drastic happens, like they quit smoking. It's all fun and games really when you're a kid when it comes to dating. However, I think when you reach adulthood, it only makes sense that one seriously starts to consider what they want in a long-term partner, if that's what they want. There's a notion going around society that one can't be happy being single, which I think is utter nonsense. It's okay to be single. In fact, when you're single is when one learns most about themselves, what they enjoy, what they don't, their beliefs, what makes them tick. So society tells you that happiness exists only in marriage or finding a lifelong partner, which yes, is true. However, this isn't the only way to true happiness. The pressure on people, and especially women, around age 25 and beyond to get married is insane. And for a decision as that big to be made hastily is a recipe for disaster. Relatives tend to be the biggest culprits of this pressure, but you're unlikely to find these relatives helping you when your marriage is falling apart. Some will go as far as telling you to stay in the marriage regardless, just so you can say you're still married. Wow. Dating isn't easy. It can be filled with heartbreak and obstacles at every turn. There's always the chance that your partner breaks your heart, cheats on you, and has you struggling to trust people again. This is where your faith has to come in. You must always believe that although they have the power to hurt you, they won't. If you can't trust the person you're with, why are you dating them in the first place? It's a waste of time. I believe once you do find that significant other that you can't imagine living life without, that feeling must be quite amazing. Not quite as dramatic as the movies make it out to be, but I truly believe at the end of the day, nothing worth having comes easily. So all the crap you dealt with beforehand to get to this point will be worth it. I'm a mix of old school and new school when it comes to dating. I don't believe in having a side chick because karma is a real thing. And I wouldn't be okay with my girl seeing people on the side. So why should it be okay for me to do that? The best form of communication is face-to-face, but I do enjoy the convenience social media provides. The main aim of sliding in the DM is to get to the point of meeting the person face-to-face, or at least that's what I think it should be, because otherwise what's the point? These are just my thoughts on dating in 2019. I know there is more I could have gone in depth with, seeing as this is such a complex topic, but I don't want this video to get too long. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below and share and like this video if you agree with what I had to say.